You're earning more than you earned 3 years ago. So why does it feel that you're falling behind? That's not bad luck. That's not you being careless. It's a machine. And most people don't have the opportunity to see inside it. But here is the good thing. Once you see inside it, you have the opportunity to beat it. So in the next 20 minutes, I will hand you two things. A shield to stop inflation from quietly draining whatever is saved, and a sword to turn this whole mess in the best opening that you had this decade.
Part 1. The engine. What inflation is. Think of the whole economy as one giant engine. Most of the time it runs smooth, humming away in the background where you barely notice it. But every now and then the engine starts to shake. The needles climb and the metal rattles. That shaking has a name and it's called inflation. Once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. Here's the part most people miss. Inflation isn't really about higher prices at all. It's about your money slowly losing its power. You earn the same as you did last year, but somehow it buys less. Last year, $100 filled your shopping cart, and this year the same $100 leaves it half empty. You didn't spend more, your money just got weaker. That's the hidden tax nobody ever warns you about. Part 2. Why the engine overheats. Why it happens. So why does the engine get too hot? Picture an auction with one item and a room full of buyers, everyone waving cash in the air. The price shoots up not because the item changed, but because too much money is chasing it. That's the first cause. When the government and the banks print a lot of new money, you suddenly have more dollars chasing the same goods. More dollars and the same stuff means each dollar is worth a little less. The second cause is the opposite. Sometimes the money is fine, but the supply runs short, whether it's a war, a bad harvest, or a blocked port. Now there's less oil or less wheat for the same demand, so prices climb again. Part 3. The emergency brake, the rate lever. Now the engine is glowing red, so who steps in? Every country has a central bank, and in Australia it's the Reserve Bank. When the engine runs too hot, they reach for the one tool they really have. It's the emergency brake. They raise interest rates, which is just the price of borrowing money. Push that lever up and loans get expensive while saving starts to pay. So people borrow less and spend less, and they start saving more. Demand cools down, fewer dollars chase the goods, and the engine finally slows until the shaking stops. On paper it's a smart fix, but in your life it's about to hurt. Part 4. Why you feel the jolt. Why it punishes you. Here's where it hits you. The brake doesn't slow the engine gently for everyone. If you have a mortgage, a car loan, or a credit card on a variable rate, your payments just jumped. You didn't borrow more, the lever simply moved. I spent years in quality control in aerospace, where my job was finding the real cause of a problem instead of the surface. The real cause here isn't the bank, it's a money system built to grow forever. When that growth hits a wall, the system snaps back into line, and that snap lands on you. They aren't doing this to punish you, they're trying to stop a much bigger crash. But while they save the system, you feel the jolt, and it hits hardest on the people with the least room to spare. The young, the stretched, and anyone already deep in debt. Part 5. The trade-off. And the bank is stuck too, walking a tightrope between two cliffs. Brake too softly and inflation runs wild, but brake too hard and companies stop hiring and people lose their jobs. There's no painless choice here, only a choice of which pain. Part 6. The shield, defense. So what do you actually do about it? Most people freeze, stop opening the bank letters and just hope it passes. But the people who get through inflation don't hide, they get ready. And it starts with a shield. The shield has 3 parts. Part 1 is to check your debt. A variable rate means you pay for the bank's panic in real time, so sit down with every loan you have. Where you can, lock in a fixed rate, because it buys you 2 things: steady payments now and an inflation that slowly eats away at what you owe. Part 2 is to cut the fat. When prices rise, the extras are the first to go. So hunt down the leaks, the debt subscriptions, the impulse buys, the bills you can't explain. This isn't about punishing yourself, because every dollar you keep is a dollar that survives the heat. Part 3 is to stop your cash from melting. Money sitting in a basic account during high inflation is like ice melting in the sun, losing value every single day. Keep enough for emergencies, then move the rest into things that can keep up with rising prices. Part 7. The Sword. Offense. The Pivot. But the shield only stops you from losing. To actually win, you need the other half, the sword, and this is where it gets fun. Here's a secret about people who build businesses. They walk toward the problem everyone else runs from. When inflation bites, people get desperate for value and want anything cheaper, faster, or easier. Where most people see a problem, you can see an opening. Build a small side business that saves people time or money, and you don't just survive the squeeze, you make money from it. A product that makes life cheaper or faster will win in any economy, in good times or bad. Think of it like a second pipe. Your day job covers your bills, while your side business quietly builds your wealth. Let AI tools do the hard, boring work, and build something that earns even when you're not there. That's the whole game. Part 8. The Graph and the Choice. Look at this graph, because this is your life on a single chart. The work line is steady but flat, while the inflation line keeps rising above it year after year. On your wage alone, you slowly fall behind. Now watch the third line, the one that curves upward and never stops. That's the side business line, and it shows you that inflation is a filter. It punishes the people who sit still, and it rewards the people who move. So now you have both halves. The shield gets you to safety, and the sword cuts a brand new path. Together they turn you from a victim of the rate hikes into the builder of your own future. You're not sitting around waiting for the engine to cool down. You're building a machine that wins no matter how hot it gets. Once you understand the levers, you stop fearing the heat and you start using it.
It's the blueprint. What you do, it's up to you. Ideally with a pro that knows your numbers. But here is what I believe. Every round of inflation is moving money from people with a wage to the people who build things to beat it. This channel exists to move you in the second group, one masterclass at a time. So if this made the machine click, please hit subscribe and tell me in the comments, shield first and sword? I read everyone. See you in the next video.